So Persona 4 and 5 are easily two of my favorite games of all time, and I'm not even usually into JRPGs. And the main reason I love these games is probably because the life sim, and of course Kanji Best Girl. But for real, the reason I love these games is probably the music, because it is just masterpiece music, and it's honestly some of my favorite music that's ever been written and that I've ever been exposed to. And today I just kind of wanted to talk about some of my favorite songs in Persona 5 Royal, and I will do a separate video for 4 just because I don't want this video to get too long, or more accurately, I don't feel like editing a super long video. So the first song is Wake Up, Get Up, Get Up There. This song sets up the main theme Persona 5, which is Rebellion, and it does that through the constant switching of keys and the really quick orchestral beats, and I gotta be honest, I don't know what I'm talking about. To be real though, it does this through the lyrics, which talk about raising your voice through liars, and you have to take action so that your unhappy life will change. And that's a pretty good segment into our next song, which is Life Will Change. Life Will Change is basically wake up, get out there, or for the purpose of shortening this video by a few seconds, Wugga Gelt. But it differs because it is a lot more metal and inspiring, because this theme plays when you're on your way to defeat the palace ruler after you sent the calling card. It's supposed to make you feel like, yeah, I'm gonna go kick this guy's ass despite the fact that I'm underleveled and I will immediately die by one attack. But that more gritty feel to it makes that ending part of the palace super fun and super energetic. And it's basically the opposite of Okay, this song is obviously not called I'm a Shapeshifter, but Beneath the Mask, and it actually came from Smash Bros. Like, idiot, why do you think it came from Persona 5? It's the theme of Sojiro's Cafe, and the lyrics just kind of show who Joker is, and I guess it just kind of plays into the whole theme of the game about, you know, rebellion and kind of hiding yourself away from society. And it's just one of those songs that you can never ever get tired of. It just kind of makes you want to sit down, have a coffee, or sit down, have a nice slice of cake, or maybe layer cake. Huh? Layer Cake is the song that plays when you are at the airsoft shop, and it perfectly encapsulates the character who runs that airsoft shop. EY is at first pretty like dark and mysterious, like the beginning of the song is, but as it keeps going, it gets more laid back and funky. Just how as you continue through EY's Confident, you learn that he is a lot more laid back, and he's not just some scary airsoft gun guy, but really is just a guy who cares about his son. His son originally wasn't his, but was just a kid that was abandoned in front of them, and in the middle of that emergency, he decided to adopt him, which I think is really sweet, and it makes the whole theme just a lot nicer once you go through his Confidant and you learn that. And speaking of emergencies, you could even say Tokyo Emergency. Which is the song that plays when you are in the middle of a palace mission and have free time. I really like it just because, number one, it has a good melody, but also because it makes you think, I should probably go defeat this super evil person who's harming people as we speak. But I could also go hang out with Takemi because, you know why. And whenever you go into the society, Tokyo Daylight plays. Transitions, baby! Tokyo Daylight is honestly just an infectiously good melody that sticks in your head and makes you happy and makes you want to go to Tokyo and makes you really hate the fact that you're just living in some stupid state in the US and it's really boring here and I want to go to Shibuya. Please let me go live with some foreign family, please, dear God. And part of the melody is also twisted around in Shido's theme, Arc. Obviously, if you played through that part, you know that Shido has a warped view of society and views ordinary citizens as just stepping stones for his own progression. As such, his theme includes a warped version of part of Tokyo Daylight, part where it's like da-da-da, da-da-da-da, and it gets changed to yes, I saw it too. I think it's cringy, but whatever, it's going in the video. And that whole Tokyo Daylight gets twisted in Arc was pointed out in a great video about Persona 5's musical secrets by The Flight of Arabin, and I highly recommend you go watch it. It is a great video. Besides that fun little secret, Arc is a good palace theme because it has a catchy melody, and because it makes you feel like, I finally reached the end of the game. After so many hours and so many bosses and people that I've defeated, I found the main corruption of society. And part of that corruption is the previous palace owners. And excluding that one, you know what I'm talking about. All of the palace themes are fantastic, and I really love all of them. And I don't really have time to memorize all this and also go through all of them in depth. So we're gonna rush through it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! King, Queen, and Slave is just super funky and fun to listen to. I don't really know how it encapsulates Kamoshida outside of the title, but maybe it encapsulates how Kamoshida portrays himself in real life. I don't know. A woman is super chill, and I love sleeping to it. And its title is really depressing once you finish the palace. Price is the greatest dungeon theme of all time, and no one can argue with me because Tony Stark danced to it. When Mother Was There is a perfect encapsulation of how sad you feel when you lose a loved one, especially a mother or father. Sweatshop is meh, and Freedom and Peace is perfect for how the Phantom Thieves feel about the final palace. And Gentle Madman is an amazing theme that shows Maruki's intentions. Okay, I'm done. Okay, well, that's all the palace themes done. Wait, no, Whims of Fate. The Whims of Fate is, in my opinion, the best palace theme out of all of them. It's just super catchy, which is the main reason, but also the lyrics are really good because they just show how corrupted Sai has become as a legal prosecutor, and all the lyrics about the casino and everything are great, and I love them. And you can just kind of feel that everybody behind the recording was just jamming along to it. And of course, Lynn absolutely slays when she sings. So yeah, that's Whims of Fate. What's next? Rivers in the Desert is the next one, and it is pretty much the final boss theme before you realize that God is the true villain of this story. It's a very invigorating theme, and it makes the whole annoying fight with Samuel Shido much better just because you get to jam out to it, which is pretty fun. And speaking of jamming out, this is the only Persona song that got to be played by the Game Awards Orchestra, and it was the only song during that entire performance where they all looked like they were jamming out. And that obviously makes it the best Persona boss theme ever made. And speaking of boss themes, Throw Away Your Mask from Royal is just... And never mind what I said a second ago, it is definitely the best boss theme in the Persona series. The lyrics of this song just perfectly encapsulate the whole fight because, like, Maruki, he has good intentions, but he's doing something bad. So during the fight, he's still trying to, convince you that what he's doing is right because he thinks he's doing good, but he's actually not. But it also has a very bittersweet feel to it because, like, the Phantom Thieves love Maruki and they don't want him to be the bad guy here, but they have to fight him anyway, and neither sides want to fight each other because they think what they're doing is right. And it's just so good. It just makes you believe that you can finish this fight and come out on top without losing anybody. And I Believe is the theme that replaces Life Will Change at the end of Maruki's Palace. And I think it's one of the best songs in the soundtrack easily, just because of how good the lyrics are, and by this point, all of the Phantom Thieves are really confident in themselves and the team in general, and the lyrics show that because they believe that they can fly up high in the sky and whatever the other lyrics are, I don't remember them. I just really like the lyrics, and it's a very inspiring song that I think I prefer over Life Will Change, at least lyrically. It just makes me think that I live in a so happy world. And speaking of so happy world. Okay, maybe that wasn't my best transition. So Happy World is a very good song that plays when you are just kind of going through dialogue or hanging out around during Maruki's section in the third semester. And it's, on one hand, a very good melody, and it's not, you don't get tired of listening to it because it's just really chill and laid back and happy, but at the same time it's kind of off-putting because this is not the true world as it should be and something's off. And I just really love it because of that. And this part of the game, there's like weird color bubbles floating around. It just makes you think, you can't lose with your... Colors Flying High is the song that replaces Wagagout as the opening song during the intro, and it's just really good. It's kind of similar to I Believe in that the lyrics are much more confident in themselves to show that the Phantom Thieves are kind of back, I guess, and that they get more development this time, and I really like that. And plus, it's just an inspiring song. The lyrics are really good, the melody inspires you, and I love it. Okay, well, I think that does it for my favorite Persona 5 songs. Thank you all so much for watching, and something's off. Shit, I think I forgot one. Could it be a surprise? Or maybe I'll never see it come back. Last surprise is the ambush theme of the original game, but somehow not royal. I don't really get it, but either way, the song is really good. It's just so funky. I love its chord changes. I love how Lynn just hits those notes well. How does she hit those notes? You'll never see it coming. Okay, I guess it's not that hard, but this song is so good. It's my favorite song of the game, and that makes Persona 5 the best soundtrack of the series. Damn it, I was incorrect.
계단비 가다대노 내겨보 어산 저자비 갈그히 양는 건너봐 거리는 보트를 타 조다라 호버산 실끝을 베스트 양누나 걸어니 양누나 걸어가다 주네 수와 있어 이러이러 서로의